this video we're going to create the map that ties these two schemas together. So actually before we even do that, we need to create some sample test data. So let's go to loan application. That's basically our input file. And what we need to do is generate an instance. So how I do that again normally is I come down here to the fully qualified name, actually the full path, copy that and come here to properties and put that for the output instance file and change it to instance1.xml, or maybe just o1.xml underscore o1. And it's going to generate it, so right click here and say generate instance, and to see the file, show all files, and then we can add that to part of our project. If you open that file, of course it's all going to be dummy data. So to test this properly, you now have to make some fake data here. So we'll just change what we have here. So they give us like first name here. It's my name. R is my middle initial. Salary, just for the sake of a round number, let's put this. And then a home appraised value, another sort of a round number. It should be 200,000, not 2 million. Okay. Of course, you don't put the commas in here. You just put the decimal without the commas. Cars that you have, I only have one car, but just for purposes of this, let's say you have 3 cars worth various amounts here. We'll say you have 2 cars. You don't have a third car, so you left that one blank. The spouse's name, I'm not actually married, but let's put in here Susan. Salary of the spouse, let's make it, she makes more than me, so put 125. That's my wishful thinking, right? Then we have monthly debt payment. This would be like how much you owe on your cars and your credit cards, etc. Let's put 900. And then I don't have children either, but let's pretend here. So I have Johnny. He's not 100 years old. He's 15. And his salary, actually, so he's 17. He works. And so his salary is $12,000 a year. I just noticed here I misspelled the child salary element, so let's go fix that. Save it here, and then here we'll just correct it. Okay, and then the child's birth date, well, if it's roughly 17 years old, that means he would be born in about 1990. And let's suppose I have a couple more children. There's a second and a third. So we got Johnny, Sally, and she's 15, so she was born, let's say 92, and she works at McDonald's or something, so she makes $1,500 a year part-time. And then we have, I don't know, Leroy, and he's just 5, and he doesn't work, of course, not a slave labor, and he was born in roughly 2003 or 4, 2, whatever. Okay, so we have a little sample file to work with. Notice the little underscores here. We have some problems, and I think the problem is children needs to occur multiple times here. So in our children, we need to come over here and say max occurs. You can have as many as you want. minimum occurs, you don't have to have any children. So if we open this again, I don't know, child salary has invalid child element, child salary. Children has invalid child salary, but we fixed that. So let's do a build here. Sometimes that fixes things when you have issues. Oh, there's child birth date is misspelled too. So shoot, what I need to do here is probably do a change all. So we'll do here edit, find replace the misspelled with child birth date, replace all. Back to the schema, and we make the same correction there. Do a quick build. I'm going to close and reopen the data file. And you notice car value, it says the value is invalid according to its data type. So we said it's a number, we have to put a 0 there. And just kind of do a quick scan through here. Do you see any other things that have the little squiggly underline? So you notice that when that's bad, it puts a little underline, little squiggly blue line there. And so when you correct it, that little line goes away. So now we'll actually do a schema validate. So we'll take our test file here and we'll validate it against the schema. So we'll go to properties, go to the input file, and that's correct. And then we're going to do a right click, test or validate instance. And it says our input file is okay. So in this video, all we basically did was create test data. In the next video, we'll actually start the map.